Greetings and salutations, I'm Keb. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Stardew Valley. So, we left off on this little decision-making thing. So, if we pick Forester, we're gonna get better at, obviously, chopping down wood and stuffs as we go along, and we're gonna get more money from timber, which is fine. I mean, we're always gonna have timber on the map. We can always chop trees outside of the farm as well. On the other hand, the gatherer path will make anything we find on the ground quite a bit more valuable, and I'm leaning towards this because timber I'll mostly use for construction materials, at least early on, though it would make it easier to get hardwood by going on this route. I still think I want to go down the gatherer route. Yeah, we're gonna be a gatherer, and we're gonna make more money from whatever we find out in the open world. I mean, that doesn't cost energy. Foraging just things off the ground doesn't cost energy, unlike chopping down trees, so I think it's a good enough deal. So, tomorrow it's gonna be what kind of a weather day? Beautiful sunny day. Fair enough. What about our luck today? Neutral. And living off the land. Let's talk corn. It's an unusual crop because it lasts for 2 seasons. That's right, while most crops die when the season changes, corn lives on. You can grow it in both summer and fall. Now get out there and plant some corn. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, because it's already day 8. Oh my, look at the crops. Okay, first of all, let's remove these. Toss everything there in the bin. Switch over to watering can. Come on, kitty. There we go. Yeah, I didn't like that. So, time to water the crops. We have so many blueberries. And it's still gonna be a while before they are fully matured. What about the wild crops? None of them are done. Our coffee plant is growing as well down here. The problem is that once the crops start growing a bit like this, it's gonna be harder and harder to see the square beneath them. So it's much more easy to miss one square of watering. Some crops are worse at this than others, truth be told. I think it's like wheat. It's one of those that are really difficult to tell, because the crop like fills up the whole square. Still, and now we have a cloud going in, so it's going to be difficult to spot. It's a cloud right over here now. You can see the shadow of it. That's going to fool me. It has done so before. Not in this game, but it has done so before. Let's see, there's still one, not that one, come on. That's the row, and there's one square up here. Come on, there we go. It's only day 8, so it's not gonna, it's still gonna be quite a few days before this first blueberry harvest. I am half tempted to go over and get that Joja membership and get that whole stuff underway. I want to see exactly the cost of all the various items. I might just do that. It would basically bankrupt us though. What's a little bankruptcy between friends? And I kind of want to see what happens. As I mentioned before, I've never done this before. I've never gone down the quote-unquote evil path. So, on the bright side, the thunderstorm yesterday didn't seem to damage any crops. So we've only lost one blueberry bush so far. Could have been a lot worse. We are running out of energy though. like a daisy old cat up there. Just resting in the sunshine. Oh, time to eat. A little bit of energy. We're not gonna need all that much. And finally, there, I do believe that's everything. No, it's not. This one wasn't watered. And I'm not sure about the coffee bush. I think it's fine. There we go. Oh, these clouds. Yeah, I think we're good now. Okay, so let's see. Inventory. Is there anything I need to bring into town? Right, we did try to save up the loot of the... yeah, let's keep them. I never know what we need. I never remember what I need when and so on. Let's see now. I'm gonna start by going up to Robin. I want to know how much a house upgrade costs. Now it would be very nice if I could save up for the stables. Because getting a horse would really change our mobility here. So that's certainly high on my want list. Just not might be good enough. Might not be. Let's see. Okay, 10,000 gold and 450 pieces of wood. We have the wood. We don't have the gold. So we're not gonna upgrade the house just yet. But at least now I know the gold cost. 10,000 gold for a kitchen. What was I saying? I was trying to say something. I completely forgot. Lost the train of thought. Ain't the first time. Now there is a quest. A tuna. We don't have that, and I'm not gonna go and fish it, so... Not for just 100 gold. But I do want to go over here. It might be too soon, but I'm gonna go into the Joja Mart and become a member. 5,000 gold. Yeah, let's see what happens. If you become a Joja member, the community center will become a Joja warehouse, and you will no longer be able to refurbish it. However, Joja will provide an alternative means to improving the town. Are you sure you want to join? Yes. Come back tomorrow and we can see about getting started on some community development projects. Oh, and don't forget your wallet. Now let me call my loose and see about that, getting that nasty. Okay. Come back tomorrow. Okay, so now we've done it. We are now going to be tearing down the community center. And we'll see how that goes. Let's see, what do we want to do then? We are out of energy. Right, we want to go and see that whole stall. Oh, of course we just spent all our money. So now, of course, yeah, now it's being tended. Okay, what do you sell? You sell ice cream. It's hard to find someone who doesn't like this. Okay, so it's basically a good gift. That's what you're trying to say. Good energy too. 100 energy, 40 health. Yeah. So, okay, so this is for ice cream during the summer. I thought it was for... strawberry seeds. Boo. Misremember. Of course, the strawberry seed thing is only on during the festival then. I could try to catch a tuna. But I think the tuna fish requires quite a bit more skill than I currently have when it comes to fishing. So I don't think I'm going to bother with that. There was a few things to pick up here. Okay, so I don't think it applies the foraging trait that we took up. It probably doesn't apply to these things. I don't know, not sure. Didn't get 2. Maybe it does. In that case, I'm kind of happy with the pick. Because if it also applies to everything we pick up on the shore there, it's gonna be quite a bit of extra loot. And we're gonna have a walk through the forest. I mean, just in case. We don't have good enough luck for anything else. I could go run up to the spa and recuperate my health or energy and then go chop woods or something, but nah. Let's run around and see. Let's run around like crazy and see if there's something out here. Most likely not. It looks like the summer foraging stuffs are more rare, and it kind of makes sense because you plant. There tends to be more crops to deal with during the summer. Go figure. We could do a lot of chopping and stuffs here as well if we had the energy, which we do not. Doesn't seem to be much of anything. Ooh. Didn't notice that before. Look at that big log. That's a big log. Out there in the ocean. Yeah, we still can't chop that one. We need to improve the axe first. Oh, the spiceberry. That's something, I guess. Was a sweet pea or whatever down there. And that thing. There we go, sweet pea. Back to the farm. Come to think of it, we can probably use this guide, right? Because that shouldn't take energy. Okay, so I can actually scythe down all the grass and everything. I can do that. Yeah, why not? Let's tidy up the farm. Pesky grass. If it had a silo, this could have been so much hay. Do we want to go into barn animals? Because if I do, then we want to save this. But then again, it would cost money. We are now currently all out of money. Well, mostly out of money. Lots of weeds down here. Might as well tidy up a bit. Make it easier to get through. Oh, that was a little tree. That's a good thing, I suppose. It will mean that trees will grow better if they're not fighting grass and shrubs and everything. And that's something. Wait, did one of these duck? Oh! See that little thing there? Little light bugs. Cool. I never seen that. I never noticed those before. That's kind of cool. Ooh, mixed seeds. Maybe we should plant them and see what we can grow. I don't think they'll ever ask for these kind of forage things. I'm gonna plant that seed tomorrow, I think. I don't think they ever ask for, say, corals or rainbow shells and stuff like that, so you can probably sell that and not worry too much about it. Yeah, let's just head for bed. See what the next day brings. Because now we've made our path. We are joining the Joja Mart. The community center is going to be torn down. So we can no longer go and make all these little... Those little critters, we can no longer make them happy. They're going to be gone. Clear and sunny. And our luck is neutral. So, I guess it's time to start watering everything before we head out and check the new warehouse. Ooh, I think we have something ready for harvest down here. Yay! A hot pepper. I'll say this, if I get to the point in farming where I can actually get the iridium sprinklers, then I think I'm just gonna abandon the farm for a while and just try to get down into the mines. Because once you get the iridium sprinklers online, then farming becomes much easier. Much easier. All you have to do is just plant the stuffs. For the most part. I mean, you can see how much of a chore watering the crops are. So, once you get to the point where you no longer have to water the crops, life is gonna be so much simpler. And then again, as you see, we improve the tools, even that's gonna help a fair bit. I'm not quite ready to improve our tools though, since that's gonna cost money, and right now we're kinda bankrupt. But on day, I think it's gonna be 14 now. Day 14, all our blueberry crops are gonna start being harvestable. That's gonna be a lot of monies. Oh, dang it. Didn't aim right with the watering can. There we go. Spending extra water, spending extra energy. Not good. We're running out of springberries too, so at some point we're gonna need a new energy source. Then again, we do have the spa now. We haven't heard the train yet, I think, unless I missed it. But as I mentioned before, occasionally there will be a train coming through, and if you run up there to the mountains, you can like loot whatever drops off. But most of the time it's not going to be worth it. At least in my limited experience. For all I know that they've changed that. Yes, about this exhaustion, let's eat a few berries. Ah, now we're out of water. There we go, I think we've watered everything. It looks good. Okay, we have a hot pepper. We already have one stored, I think. Good hot pepper. I'm gonna store that. Right, we have an extra seed thing. There you go. Grow and become something I can sell, would you please? Did we water the cat's bowl? Yes, we did. Okay. Okay, over to JojaMart. We want to see what we just did. Ooh, there were a couple of things now. No, don't eat the spiceberry. Come on, pick it up. There we go. We got 2 this time. Yeah, I think that's... Actually, we found 2, didn't we? No matter. Foraging is better. We are better at it. We are skilled. We are skills. Let's see, you want... Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We need to stockpile copper ore, apparently, in order to deal with that quest. The JojaMart is up here, isn't it? It's not down this way. Okay, so let's see. Care to take a look? Yeah, sure. I got the JojaCorp community development form right here for you, sir. Care to take a look? Yes. Okay, so here you can see. Rather than do all these small projects, we can get ooh. Okay, so yeah, we can just pay for these things instead. So by fixing the bus, it cost 40,000 gold. Fixing the bridge, 25,000 gold. Panning, yeah, that's fine. Mine carts. And the greenhouse. Yeah. All these things are of course cool. And these are all things we want to do. And as you can see, they cost a fortune. The cheapest one was 15,000 gold. But I still think that's going to be easier to deal with than all the little tasks that you had to complete otherwise. Maybe not as much fun. I'm going to grant that, but certainly easier. But I want to see. Yeah, I know this. I do water the plants every day. Yeah, the water retention is cool and all, but not that cool. Okay, so the community center is gone. Joja warehouse, can we actually enter it? We can. Oh, so they basically... Okay, I get it. It's the same structure, but now it's full of JojaMart things. None of them seem to be interactable. So it's still the same building, and they didn't even bother to do anything about the old furnace area. Okay, fair enough. It wasn't quite so spectacular a change as I thought, though, then. I don't know if it's gonna change the townspeople's opinion of me. Because obviously we're not gonna get the cutscenes that were involved with refurbishing the community center. That's okay. If they hate us for doing that, so be it. I'm just gonna tour the area here, just in case there's something to forage. I could run up into the spa too, but nah. I think we'll take an early day. At this point, I just want to get to the point where we can harvest all our blueberries. I really want to get to that point. I could store these for energy gain, now that I think about it. You know what, we're going to do that. I'm going to keep our grapes. They're good. And the spice berries. Yeah, why not? So, I mean, our salmon berries won't last forever. Seems like an idea. And yes, we're gonna just call it a very early day. I could run up to the spa and recuperate energy and then go down and tidy up the farm, but I don't want to. I want to take an early night. A very early night, like 4:30 a.m. or p.m. rather. Still. And we'll see what this day brings. Now at least we're locked on the evil path, so to speak. And we're gonna need a ton of money to buy all those upgrades. That's gonna be the challenge of this game. But it ain't all as much, not as much as I actually feared it would be, to be honest. We shall see. For now though, it is time for a break. Thank you for watching.